Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and our home team. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Only a couple for him there on the game's first.
Point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Jackson. He dumps it down to Ingram. Give him 3 yards there on the first down pickup.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
They run for the first time with Justice Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 36-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Quick throw taken in by Snead. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4 down turd?
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
Jackson's pass complete to Willie Snead. Touchdown, Baltimore. Justin Tucker.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Kaiser now. Sets up the screen to Gordon. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Snead's got it. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo!
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And an alley to run. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
First and 10 at the 35.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Mike, check, 59.
1st down, Kaiser. Hunter Henry brings it in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Crunch time, defense.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Ingram. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing is Jackson. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Jackson from the shotgun. Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw, Kaiser. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now after the offsides penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards.
The Chargers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. And it's complete. Henry. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A good pickup there. 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
A 1st down throw for Kaiser. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Kaiser. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The ball carried by the wide receiver. Intended for Keenan Allen. Incomplete.
So the ref makes a call. No touchdown there. Wipe it off the board. Badgley's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. 2-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 23 yards, the pickup there.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run on first down. It's Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Chargers' 31-yard line.
4 receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Jackson now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, Ingram. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Hey, check Mike 57. What? Go. Damn. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Ready?
On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
To throw again, Kaiser. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. Flushed out right. And he's going to go down again. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked.
Allen hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start. Second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that.
Let's go. Check 13. Check 13. Whip. Check 37. Check 37.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
They'll run here with Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
He's going. We got double up. Check. Kill. Check 4.
They'll try and run. Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Tucker now to add the point after. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score, Ravens 21, Chargers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let him know.
Gordon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned. The other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and they're able to stop them short of a 1st down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here now, Johnny Townsend as he's on to punt for L.A. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Kaiser to throw it. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Kaiser. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Jackson on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Ingram. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
He's going deep for Brown, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. A great return there of 22 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
On the ready. Mike, 59, Mike. Check, 59. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball.
From just shy of midfield, Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen, just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
This time Jackson will throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And it's taken in at the 9. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold him.
Operating from the gun, Kaiser. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Play fake. Kaiser. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. First and 10. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. This is Ingram on first and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the 47-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
In your face.
To throw on second and 6, Jackson. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. On first down, Ingram. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry, but it's going to be second down. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing again. Kaiser gets it to Gordon. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. The Chargers on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ford. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again, Kaiser. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Kill. Hey, turn it out. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Watch twist. Wait, twist. Check 43. Hey, look.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Kaiser. And caught by Henry. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
On 3rd down, Gordon. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Kaiser now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
Check.
From the 16, Kaiser. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 4-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Check 24.
A toss play. Gordon. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter, it's a good running back dive play.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 4. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Trevor Williams with a pick, and he is all the way up past the 25. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again. Kaiser. He's got Allen. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Operating from the gun. Kaiser forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Kaiser. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaiser. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Let's go.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Baltimore, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the home team here, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.